In this video, we're going to be showing you the layout of the Google Drive, and we're also going to be showing you how to change your settings so that you can basically have a drive that works for you. Step number one is getting to your Google Drive. Go to the Google homepage, and in the top right hand corner, click Sign In, and you're going to use your teacher email and password to log in. Once you're there, you're going to look for the icon in the top right hand corner. It's a little 3x3 grid, and if you hover over it, it says Google Apps. Go ahead and click on that and select Drive. And Google is going to take us to the drive. Cool. So this is it. It's a web-based location where you store documents, folders, pictures, video, etc. so that you can access it from any computer that has internet. So this this location that I'm highlighting, these are all of my documents and folders that are inside my drive. To our left, this is our Google Drive menu. We'll start off with the New button. This is where you create new folders, new documents, new sheets, new slides, etc. So that's a really important button, but we'll be showing and talking more about that later. This Shared With Me button pulls up all of the most recent documents that, that people have shared with me. So if you click on this List View button, I think it's a little bit better view for this, it shows you who it's shared by and also the shared date, as well as the document name. Alright, the Most Recent button. So these are the most recent documents that I have personally worked on. So that's another really easy way to find it. The Starred. These you would use stars or starring for important folders or documents that you want to access later. And then the Trash. Pretty straightforward. You can restore a photo by right-clicking on it, or you can also delete that photo, click Delete Forever, and both of those would work. Alright, so I'm going to go back to my drive. Notice another way to search for documents is to use this Search Drive feature up at the top. So if I wanted to search for this picture of my brother, I'll call it Andrew. You can search it that way, and then it'll pull up as well. Okay, so that's our menu to the left-hand side. Let's say you were inside a folder. Let's say I was inside my classroom, and I was inside my class meeting folder, and I'm like, oh, you know what, I want to get like all the way back. You can always press the back button, but this is a really cool feature. It allows you to jump back a level. So if you wanted to go back to a class meeting, you can click there, or if you want to go all the way back to your drive, you can go ahead and click My Drive. Another way to do that would be if I was inside my classroom, inside my class meeting folder. If you want to go all the way back to your drive, instead of clicking here, you could also click on this drive icon, and it'll do the same thing. It basically like resets it. Alright, and then we're almost there. We're almost done with the layout of the Google Drive. In the top right hand corner, we have 4 different icons. This changes your view, so from a list view back to a grid view. That's one option. The sort option, it gives you different ways. Last modified by me, and last opened by me. So those would all be, those all have their own purpose. Personally, I really like the name one. I just like it being alphabetical. The I button, this View Details, this is kind of a cool feature. So let's say I'm on this document, untitled document of a corgi. So it shows last month. It basically just shows your most recent activity of that specific item. So it says you created an item in my drive. It's called that. If you click on Details, it shows you it's not shared. It shows you the type, how much information, its location, who owns it, yada yada yada. So you can also do that with like a folder, I think. So let's go ahead and click on Classroom. Yes, and then if you click on Activity, it shows you all of your most recent activity for that one specific folder. So I've moved in a folder, I moved an item in, I've changed a bunch of stuff. So those are all things to keep in mind and consider. If you don't want that, I usually don't have this open unless I have it up for a specific purpose or reason. Then I just like to hide details. Just for me, it's less cluttered. And then here's our last part, the settings. So there's a couple ways that you can customize it. If you click on the settings icon and go to settings, there's a couple things you can do. Where it says density, if you want to change like basically the size of the icons on your screen, you can choose between comfortable, cozy, and compact. So comfortable looks like this. Perhaps we'll go to the list view, which will be better to see. So that's comfortable. We'll go back to our settings. You could go to cozy, or you could also go to compact, which is smaller. So depending on the size that you want, I'm going to go back to compact. Here's another really important feature, I think. It says convert uploads. So in Google Drive, you have this feature where, let's say you have a Microsoft Word document on your desktop and you want to upload it to your drive. If you check this feature, convert uploaded files to Google Docs editor format, it'll automatically convert whatever file you're like, if it's a Microsoft Word or a document or a Pages, it'll convert it into a Google Doc automatically. That's kind of it's an up to you if you want to select it. You also have the option of dragging in that Microsoft Word document. So you have that, and then once it's in your folder or in your drive, you can go ahead and convert it into a Google Docs. We'll show you how to do that, but just wanted to introduce you to the setting. I'm going to keep it off, and then I'm going to click Done. Okay, so those are the basics. We've shown you the layout of the Google Drive, and also how to access your settings to make it custom for you.